Now let's talk about Rwanda, where Onjun's Kayishema's case for political asylum have been postponed to 27th of October for further investigation. Kayishema have been accused of involvement in the 1994 genocide, where he abandoned his bill for application for political asylum. Kayishema faces 54 immigration-related charges and is also facing extradition to Tanzania for a genocide trial. And now joining us live to talk about these is Mugabe Robert, based in Kigali in Rwanda. Good to have you join us, Robert. Now let's talk about... Oh, fantastic. Good to have you join us. Now let's start off pretty quick. Why do you think Onjun's Kayishema abandoned his application for bail and, applied for political asylum instead?
Fulgence Kayishema was born in Rwanda in 1961, and he left Rwanda in 1994 after genocide. He was he was a kind of a supervisor. He was a police inspector near the church, which he ordered the church to be demolished and burned the Tutsis into ashes. He then fled to other countries. Then he ended up in South Africa. So he was apprehended in South Africa, now charged with a lot of offenses concerning immigration and fraud. Therefore, when he was apprehended, he was charged by South African courts about all these charges, because after all these charges, he wanted to evade justice because he has been on the run since 1994. He was charged by International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda, based in Arusha, Tanzania, of the offense of genocide, conspiracy to genocide, and mass murder and crimes against humanity. So he wants to evade justice.
Right. Now let's talk about some of the charges leveled against Kayishema. Now Kayishema faces 54 immigration-related charges and extradition to Tanzania. Now he has denied involvement in all violence relating to the 1994 Rwanda genocide. Investigations have been ongoing to get to the root, but how tenable or serious are the findings so far and the accusations leveled against him?
The accusations of genocide and other genocide-related offenses are so serious that we are talking here about between 25 and life sentence in prison. Kayishema was a police inspector at Inyanje Church, a Catholic church, where they are refugees of Tutsi ethnic group. The church was burnt down, bulldozed, and even the dead bodies were transferred to be burned again and to be thrown into some pits, like mass graves. So Kayishema, he has been charged by international court, and also the judges of International Tribunal for Rwanda decided that since they have ended their work, when Kayishema will be apprehended, will be sent straight to Rwanda. So right now we are talking of Kayishema coming back to Rwanda. And these charges are serious charges. We have almost like 600 conspirators of genocide who are still in prisons in Rwanda and other places all over the world. And also we have the perpetrators, the suspects of genocide, who are still on the run, just like Kayishema. As you heard recently, was another genocide financier who has been to prison and who has been to court, but recently the court said he was too old to face justice. He's not fit. But Kayishema is fit. He went to South Africa through many countries, including Mozambique, including Tanzania, and then from Tanzania to Mozambique, from Mozambique to Lesotho, from Lesotho then to South Africa, where he was working as a gatesman. So here we go. He's facing very many charges, more than like 30 charges of immigration. So he was apprehended by the help of security of South Africa, Lesotho, Tanzania, Mozambique, and Rwanda.
All right.
So there is no way that he's now going to ask for another political asylum. He's not a politician. He has no political party.
Okay,
He's just
Robert. Yeah. Okay, Robert. Let's just backtrack a little bit. Now, sometime in June, when his case was heard, the state prosecutor stated categorically that an asylum application had no bearing whatsoever on the court case. Now, in terms of how the court case might turn out, do you think he's likely, perhaps, just maybe, do you think he's likely to be extradited or granted political asylum, for instance?
I don't think that there is any country which can give a political asylum to Kaishema, because Kaishema has been sentenced by International Tribunal for Rwanda. I mean, when I'm talking about International Tribunal, I'm talking about a tribunal which was set up by UN for Rwanda to try cases of genocide. So this tribunal charged the Kashima with the four accounts of genocide, accounts of crimes against humanity, conspiracy to genocide. So all these crimes, he has to stand and be answerable to these offenses. So it's not likely that you can have Kaishema get a political asylum without facing this justice, since he was charged with the international tribunal. It's not likely that this man can have a political asylum. It's not possible. In any country, it's not possible. So he's coming back to Rwanda and he will face justice.
Well, thank you so much for your contribution, Mugabe Robert, reporting and covering this event for us from Kigali in Rwanda.